Hey guys, it's Paki123 from MaddenEvolution.com, and I'm here with another video. In this video, I'm the Bengals and my opponent is the Raiders, and my opponent was a level 20, I believe. Yeah, he was a level 20, so he wasn't bad. And let's just say the first quarter got really ugly really fast. Alright, it's 3rd and 7 here, and my opponent comes out and flip trips. And then he passes it to Hayward Bay over the top for a touchdown. And there's two reasons why he got open. One, it's a slant out, so he's going to get open almost every time, unless you have like Champ Bailey there or Namdi on him. But and also he's like 96 speed, so he's going to get that every time. Here you see it, he comes away with a fumble. And right here, that's when I knew it was going to be that type of game. The game like where everything bad happened for me. And during the first quarter, I just played very, very dumb.
He's brought down at the 37.
So he drives on the field and he comes out and flip trips again, slot trail again. And then he gets me over the top again. I just didn't adjust in that situation. I should have just put a safety over top or something. And I didn't, so he got a free touchdown. This right here was one good thing going for me. I just kept user catching very well against Ware. You see, I get 2 balls over Ware, or McFadden, I don't know who that is. But I just kept user catching the crap out of this guy.
Still going, and he's knocked out.
Here I come out in an HB screen, and I hit Shipley for my touchdown. And the thing with this play is that Shipley and the other slot receiver, they do this maneuver where Shipley's defender gets crossed up and he leaves Shipley open for like a second, and usually you can hit Shipley for a quick gain. He hits Lewis Murphy for a quick pass, but somehow he breaks his tackle. I don't know how he did that. I'm just, like I told you, it's that kind of game. Anyway, look at me. I'm using my guy. For some reason I thought he was going to hit the tight end. He goes over top and hits Chaz Shillings for a touchdown, and that sucks for me. I go for the quick pass here, and I get it to 4th and 8. For some reason, I thought it was a good idea to go for it. Obviously, it wasn't, because like an inch closer, I would have gotten a first down. But he has a short field to work with, and he hits me over the top again with Chaz Shillings. You would think after like 3 straight touchdowns where he just hits me over the top, that I would adjust, but for some reason I didn't. And then he kicks off to me, and I do nothing with the ball, so I punt it away. Now, this is where things got lucky for me, because here I just hit forward and he drops the ball. And that's one thing you got to realize with the Oakland Raiders receivers, is that they're soft. So if you hit them, 7 out of 10 times they're going to drop that ball. So to end the drive, I get him in a 4th and 4, which I'm really happy about, because he's just been burning me all day due to my bad defense. So now it's my ball, and I have a decent field to work with. And that's just Shipley being Jordan Shipley. And I'm telling you, this guy is crazy. He is a really good player, and he's very underrated. And I just kept abusing Jordan Shipley. And right there, I should have hit Jordan Shipley. I just realized that. He was wide open in flats. And I tried to run. I don't know why I ran the ball there. Maybe I just read the situation incorrectly. But I come away with only a field goal, which is good because I get some points out of this whole situation. Here, he sees I'm in man, so he hits Chaz on a C route. And I just got to get off the strip button, because if you were tackling him, just bring him down. You know, you don't need to try to strip it. And right there, he just flat out chokes. If he made that, the game would have been over. And right here, I just drop it into Simpson's hands. You don't gotta bullet it every time. If you just drop it in, that's a nice gain. This was a pretty ballsy throw on my part. I throw it into triple coverage, but somehow Ocho Cinco gets that, and I'm fine with that. That's like 20 yards right there. This was more about timing. You see, he just breaks off his defender, and he gets the ball. And then my opponent just gets too attached to the strip button, and I get a big touchdown out of that. That's why you shouldn't use the strip button that much, because that's what's going to happen. On this play, I throw it into Simpson's hands, and the reason I don't bullet the pass is because he had McLean on him. So by just throwing it in there instead of bulleting, I gave him a little bit more separation. On this play, I should have hit T.O. He was wide open down the sideline. That could have been a touchdown, but at least I get a first down by hitting Benson. And here I get hit, but I release the ball just in time to hit Ochocinco for a good gain. And then I continually start just to hit the flats, just to throw off my opponent. I would go to the left, then I hit the right, and then I would only do this if he was in man, just because Snugs is so deadly against man.
He's got it. He's dropped down at the
and to end this drive, I hit T.O. On a slant out for a touchdown. And this guy needs to get off the shirt button. That's all he's been doing. And I'm just getting more yards out of the process. And now, this game was a 7-28 game, and now it's a 28-23 game. Just put that in perspective. Like, I was down 21 points. Granted, it was in the first quarter, but that's pretty impressive if you ask me. I mean, the reason this game is how it is just because I've just been making plays on offense and on defense, and I've just been abusing Snugs like there's no tomorrow. Right here is a really bad break for me because I get a fumble, and look where he's on the 15-yard line, and he should come away with points, and he does. That's just bad run defense by me, and it was kind of fluky just because the Raiders line can't block that well, so I don't know how he got that big of a hole. And then he kind of gets a 2-point conversion. But I just get back to it, and I just go back to hitting Shipley over and over again. I'm back in Snugs, and this was just a lucky throw. Somehow he gets his pass, his lineman. And you see I put Scott in now because I don't want to risk Benson fumbling it. And also Scott's just a faster running back. And I hit Simpson. And he was running a lot of zone this drive. So I kept going to bench switch, and I just kept hitting him with 4 verticals. And right here, I hit Benson. I hit Bernard Scott for a touchdown because Benson would probably have fumbled the ball on that play somehow. Here it's 4th down, and he's been hitting me with that motion C route every time I'm in man. And you see, I make a good play on the ball, and now it's a turnover, and I'm on his 36. So I just get good field position out of just reading my opponent's tendencies. And I hit Scott for a nice run right there, and then I hit Shipley. That's in double coverage, almost, kind of. Not really, but you get the point. And here I hit Shipley again. And this is just Shipley's drive right here. Shipley just goes to work on this drive. I'm not going to even lie. And look at this play right here. Carson Palmer rolls out, and then he hits Shipley right in the middle. Look at that play right there. That's a nice throw, and that's a nice catch, and that's 6 points. And now it's 36-36, and now I'm in the lead. 37-36. And this is just my bad user skill showing up in the worst time possible. Somehow Jacoby Ford gets that, and he's like 5'10", and he gets that over Reggie Nelson. This should have been a pick. That's just my fault. I should have picked that ball off right there, and that would have been the game. But if you have Janikowski, you have a chance to get some points if you're inside my 50. So he gets 3 points. He has the lead. And now I got to work with Carson Palmer. And then look at that. Look at the wheels on that guy. Like, how fast is that guy? You get the first down out of that, but that's cool. And then I hit Shipley. And I don't even care. I'm just going to throw a Shipley, even if he's like triple covered. Just because he's a monster. And then Scott. And now I'm in his 50. I'm not comfortable kicking it from 45 like I am with Janikowski. So I keep moving the ball. But this time I don't hurry up. I just kind of let the time die. And at this point, I'm in the field goal range. As soon as I'm inside the 40, that's pretty much a field goal with Mike Nugent. But I just continue to make him use his timeouts and just waste more time. And, but yeah, the game is almost over right here. I just do a couple more runs, and then I do probably the most satisfying thing in the game, which is just take a QB kneel, just so your opponent doesn't have more time. And you see, there's 8 seconds left on the clock. I was scared that my opponent was gonna glitch me. Like, you know, when you try to take a timeout, like at the end of a half or something, and the computer won't let you. That's what I was afraid of. So I just kind of gave myself a little bit more time to work with, just in case like something happened. This was probably one of my best games ever. Just aside from that first quarter, well, no, including the first quarter, I basically came back from a 21-point deficit, and I won the game. And I won it in pretty like dominating fashion. Like, I played good defense, I played good offense, and I just really took advantage of my opponent. No homo. And I just played a really good game. Not the greatest Madden game ever, but it was definitely a really good game. And you see, that's the game right there. 40-39 is the final score. The Bengals are a really good team. They're really good defensively. They have a lot of speed at linebacker, and they're just a dominating team. Be sure to use them. This is Paki123 from MaddenEvolution.com. Thanks for watching.